nothing even here. Well, this morning. No, I have not done my notifications. I was actually working on writing a lot of notes down for this video that I'm about to do. And it's going to be a long video, but it'll be an interesting video. So it's pretty much about college, universities, and high school, and the system and stuff about me. So, in my 9th or 10th grade year of high school, I was able to get out 1 to 2 months early than the rest of my peers. The reason for this is I was ahead of my peers. And I was getting more credits. I was getting more credits than my peers, which was more than what they expect you to get every year in high school. I was ahead of that, of the credit thing, and GPA. I was always ahead of my peers, plus I always fought in high school. I was a fighter. I was a fighter from hell in high school. I got away with fighting though because I was constantly being bullied and pushed around every year. I have laid people out in the past because I was being bullied in school. So I was always fighting in high school because I got sick of being bullied. I always fought towards the end of the school year because I snapped at my breaking point. I was not like at all in high school, most of my high school years. The principals, they kind of congratulated me on kicking their people's bottoms, whether it was men or female. It was more females. I only had to do it with 2 or 3 different males at the time because of self-defense issues and harassment and bullying. Most of the time it was females I was laying out, and the principals basically congratulated me for it. That they deserved the butt whoopings they got from me. I was always and will always be stuck in survival mode. That's just how I was brought up, and that's been like that all my life, so I'm never going to be able to get out of survival mode. I was a very smart high school student. My fellow classmates hated it. They were jealous that I was smarter than them. Unless it was math, then that's it. My math homework home, all 12 years of school. Well, typically 13 years of school. But I sent my math homework home with my friends because I cannot do math without a calculator. I moved schools a lot because of the foster care system. So I have never been able to keep relationships because of the foster care system. And that's all I ever known. Sadly, and I don't want to be like that, but that's how it is. I was abused in foster care as well, more than one way. It happened constantly in Athens County Children's Services Care in Athens County, Ohio, by the CPS workers and their supervisors were the ones who were abusing me in the foster families. And I reported it to my teachers, and they used me as a guinea pig and called me all these mental unstable names that wasn't true just because they got mad that I told my teachers about the abuse they were doing to me. And most of them still work there at Athens County Children's Services. They abused my kids, and they also neglected them. Meaning Josiah and Dylan. They also did that to my kids. And they paid neglect on me when they were the ones who did the neglect to my kids. By my senior year in high school at Wolf Creek, also known as Waterford High School in Waterford, Ohio, in Washington County, Ohio. After I attended Trimble High School, Southern High School, Meigs High School, Benton County Consolidation High School, Alexander Federal Hockey, and Eastern and Fresno Elementary Schools, and I attended several online schools prior to the senior year of high school. When I got started my senior year in 2008, I was in transitional living program at 17. Till I graduated on May 24th, 2009 from Waterford High School in Waterford, Ohio. I was paying bills when I was between the ages of 17 and 18 years old. In my last year of high school, I started senior year at 17 years old. I also attended the Washington County Career Centers in Marietta, Ohio. I was going to attend the auto mechanics class, but my caregiver at the time did not approve of me wanting to go in for auto mechanics. They wanted me to attend home ec or nursing or cosmetology classes, but I declined. So I remained in a special class, which worked great still because of my physical illness with my cycles. Yes, this is hardly radar for some of you guys, or too much information for some of you guys, but it's just about me, who I am, and everything else. Very small piece. It really doesn't have too much information or anything, but I just felt like I needed to address this today. I had to basically keep 2 boxes of personal products for that issue in the file cabinet every month due to the severity of my cycles. And there was times when I was in high school I could not even go to school because I was bleeding so bad. I was hemorrhaging. I always have hemorrhage all my life. And I was in a special class with boys, which was basically emotional disturbed / SBH / special class for people with different health issues or behavior issues. And so, like, basically, although I was the only girl in that class, I kept most of the guys on their toes, which helped my teachers and the teacher's aide a lot of times. But one day I decided to walk out of class because I was so ticked off it got too far. And then I punched one of the lockers down by the auto mechanic hall because that's where the classroom was. And when I hit the yellow lockers in the auto mechanic hallway where the one classroom I was in was at, I put a dent in the locker. I had a lot of fun though as well in that class. I asked my special education teacher and his aide to watch my purse. Okay, this guys will make you laugh. This will make you guys laugh when I asked them to watch my purse. They and the guys asked, "Is it going to do tricks and flips as a joke?" And I said, "Well, yes." Then I laugh out loud. It was just like an inside joke we all did. It was hilarious. I used to have overnights at a friend's house, which her name was Courtney, and she was in cosmetology. It was so much fun. I graduated with 24 credits at least, if not more. I cannot remember what my transcript said, but I can always look it up at another time. With a 2.7 GPA, which is a pretty good GPA for somebody with learning disabilities. Then this guy named Dustin, he always checked on me. And my bus driver, Brenda Pugh, she was so good to me and she loved me to death. She was actually very protective over me. And Brenda Pugh is the one who usually transported me to the Washington County Career Center and all the Career Center kids and the Catholic school kids and everything. That was her thing. So basically I had to transfer yet again to another bus because she was the driver who took the kids that was going to the Career Center and to the Catholic school down the road from the Career Center in Marietta to drop them off. I aged out and went to a temporary home out of 2 to 3 years in Lawrence County, Ohio, which was like Ironton, Ohio area, Portsmouth area, and then the state of Kentucky as well. I always attended the cruise line. I went to the Bryant's Group Home temporary, then I basically left there because I was going to get married to my partner that I had at the time. And yeah, I got married to him for 2 to 3 years, if that. Then I filed a CPO on my ex-husband and filed my divorce after I lived in West Virginia for a year and a half. Came back to get my divorce. So I got stuck here. Then moved to Nelsonville after I lived in Athens for like 2 years. I moved to Nelsonville for 2 to 3 years at the old address I had, which was Jefferson Street in Nelsonville. And then I moved out on 691 to a 2-bedroom townhouse in 2016 and been here since. I applied at several colleges and universities after I graduated high school. I got accepted at all those colleges and universities in multiple states. Even at School of Arts in LA, California, I got accepted in. I was always ahead of my classmates throughout university. And when I was pregnant, even when I was taking care of my autistic child, which is my oldest, Josiah, who is 4 now, I was always ahead of the other university students. I rarely used my ADA accommodations. Maybe once since 2015 I used them. Was only late on assignments 2 to 3 times since 2015. I was always good at getting my assignments in early and on time. I was making really good grades. I was getting high grades till CPS started to harass me again, and I was going to school to work with elementary children, but CPS screwed that up through fraud. CPS court personnel kept saying I'm not smart and have problems when that was not true. None of it. They accused me of having a low IQ with no IQ test. Accused me of being mentally unstable with no evidence to prove those claims. To prove that, then they said I am not smart because I was in foster care and live in poverty. Then they used I was abused. Yeah, I was abused by Athens County Children's Services in Athens County, Ohio. They neglected me. They abused me. They raped me. They human trafficked me out. The CPS workers and the supervisors are the one who did that, and the foster families. They kept causing me to drop out of university because how severe their abuse and harassment was. I had to keep dropping out of university, which screwed me out of everything in the long run. As an adult, they abused and harassed me. People would have to go through it to know what I mean. Because of them, I was forced to drop out repeatedly, meaning drop out of university repeatedly. Although I was taking university level courses and was ahead of my classmates and doing really well, but was still called stupid, low IQ, all because I could not control my past. They kept opening up cases out of retaliation and discrimination, then lost my kids forever due to fraud. Sue Meeks caused from College Green, Park Hall, Athens, Ohio, in the basement area, as she threatened to give false testimony, submit fraudulent evidence, as Athens County Children's Services did with multiple people, as they threatened to do. And they threatened to pay them lump sums of cash to do this, because they knew they had nothing on me legally, and they knew they illegally removed my child. So they had to commit fraud to cover up the fraud. They did, pretty much, if that makes sense to some. Every time I was about to move with cases closed, they got word and they purposely reopened me to prevent me from moving to a better state with my kid. Bottom line is, people think I am stupid, I am incompetent, because the fraud, Athens County Children's Services, also known as ACCS, caused all the false testimony because they paid a doctor to give me false testimony on mental disorders that I never had without an evaluation. They put down falsified home visits that they never took place. But I am very smart and I'm capable of doing interrogations as I see fit, but really have to do so. I really don't want to have to bring that side out of me with anyone. Although I completed 4 or 5 university classes on university level with decent grades and high scores, I am apparently still stupid and unstable or fake incompetent to the system. I am able to pay my own bills and do my own budget, have credit with utility companies, and I will never be smart or fit for the system because of physical health limitations that prevent me to keep a stable job. Hopewell Psych even openly admitted they commit fraud and give their clients false mental illness diagnoses. This person openly admitted it. And she did the psych stuff.
Johnny Prophet, Joe Wells, and Cersina.
So to let that all try to sink in to you guys.
Tap in.
Yes, I am a little tired and everything.
Christian hits.
But I just really, that was driving me crazy, so I thought I felt like I had to share it tonight, if that makes sense. So let all that stuff sink in. People want to treat me like I'm stupid, like I'm incompetent, all because of my past that I had no control over as a child. Although I was taking university level courses and passing them with decent to excellent grades without having to really use my ADA commendations. And I always got done with my assignments and my paper and my essays that I had to do. I always got my work done early, usually 1 to 2 days before the end of the week of the classes when I got my work done. So I was always ahead of my classes. I was always ahead of my classmates throughout elementary school, throughout junior high, through high school, through university. I was always ahead of all my classmates, regardless of what people say about me. Yes, I misspell sometimes. Yes, I don't capitalize letters at times. But you know what? When you're working and typing and do everything on a phone most of the time, what do you expect? Yes, I might stutter sometimes. Yes, I might slur my words together. But that's because I have social anxiety. And I get nervous sometimes on live video. And because I also do videos at night when I'm really tired and groggy. But not all the time, but most of the time. So I hope this stuff sinks in. I'm going to also upload this video to my YouTube channel because I want people to know exactly everything. As a reminder, y'all, my book is being edited and it'll be released in 2021 at some point. But I am going to get off of here, take my medicine, and lay down for the night because I am tired. Alright, God bless, take care, peace.